What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be putting on some drilled and slotted rotors. These are just the old factory rotors and they just need replaced anyway, so you might as well upgrade if you're going to go through the work of replacing them. And the kit that I bought is very affordable and it's going to give you high performance braking for a very low cost. So let's take a look at what I got. All right, we have everything laid out on the floor and we've got a little piece of a styrofoam sheet here just to protect it from getting scratched while it lays on the floor. So everything you see here is ordered through American Muscle and it's PowerStop brand. As you can see here, the rotors are drilled and slotted, which just helps with better cooling, gives you a little bit better brake bite, and it's just going to help boost the overall braking performance of your car over factory. I also have PowerStop Evolution brake pads. They're carbon fiber and ceramic, and these are going to help give some really good brake quality. So also all of these rotors are marked on which position they're supposed to go in. So like this one is our front passenger side. That's going to be the side that we're going to start on. So let's go ahead and pop the wheel off and see what we need to do to get these installed. Okay, so I really hope that I'm seeing this wrong, but I bought this like last year sometime. Haven't done anything with the brakes. They were making a little bit of noise, but not like super obvious, and it sounded like most of it was from the back. And there is a bolt up here, and then the one down here is completely gone. I don't know if they just didn't put it back in there. I don't know. Let's keep tearing it apart and see what's going on there. Okay guys, I actually got really lucky and found a bolt that fits in there perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the wheel back on there and then move on to the next one. Okay, so the front passenger side brake, I had the missing bolt on the caliper. That was a problem, obviously. Went to the rear passenger side, and the piston inside the caliper was completely seized up. You couldn't even compress it back in. So I had to draw the piston out, clean the piston up, clean the bore out and everything, insert the piston back in, and now that's cleaned up, should work perfectly fine. Go to the driver's side rear and we got another problem. This has been the funnest brake change I have ever done in my life. Obviously, where your guide pins go, right there, you need to make sure that you lubricate inside there, because if not, this happens. So the boot can tear, or water can just kind of like seep down in there, or just lack of grease in there can make this thing completely bind up. And it also ended in a broken off bolt in there. I tried everything possible to get the pin out, and it's literally impossible. Luckily, I was able to get another caliper bracket, so this is ready. I got pins and boots. I'm going to throw that in there. And we're going to be using the grease from our kit to grease up the pins, because we don't want this to happen ever again, or you will be buying another bracket or pins or whatever. So with that being said, when you put the pins in here, make sure that you lubricate them very well, because you don't want them getting seized up. So this is really bad, because this guide pin was not seized up. This one was. So as the caliper compresses, if one side is seized up, then it can lead to like uneven brake wear and all that stuff. But it could lead to really bad things like the brakes completely seizing up, which I've had happen before. So just make sure that you lubricate these, please. Okay, so we've got everything adjusted. Brake pedal feels pretty good. Topped it off with some fluid since some of it leaked on the floor. So we're just gonna take it out for a little test drive, make sure everything's working right. Make sure there's nothing binding up in the rear brakes since I had to take that piston out. So, all right, so far so good. The ride quality is a lot better, just normal driving conditions, just because those two calipers in the back aren't completely seized up. So, well, they weren't completely seized up, but they would have been if I hadn't have done the brakes right away. So the brake pedal right now feels like pretty much a brand new car. It's very sensitive, it's good, it's tight, there's no slack in it at all, so it feels good. So this is like really good quality braking performance. It's very smooth, has a really good bite to it. It's just really good braking, especially for the price. So I would highly recommend this kit to anybody. It's a very good kit. Everything's there that you need. Make sure you use the grease that we talked about. Other than that, obviously drilled and slotted rotors just look good behind the wheel. So I'll give a couple of shots of what that looks like right now. So that's going to be it for this video. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, leave them down in the comments section. I'll leave a link to this product in the description below. Stay tuned for an upgrade that's going to be done to the front of this Mustang. There's just a couple little things I don't like, so I'm going to be changing those, and I'm super excited for it because I think it's going to totally change the look of the front of this car. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be the next video. Other than that, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.